Hi guys, Fifa here. I'm on this 91 rated Prime Icon Moments Veron player review. This is the first Icon Moments card I've used outside the draft, and a player that I've never really used before in FIFA. It looks really well rounded and versatile, which is perfect for the centre midfield position, even though it could easily play as a cam or CDM. Anyway, this is the team I started him in, with ter Stegen in goal. Mendy, Militao, Lenglet and Semedo in defence. Veron, Kante and Rivaldo in midfield, with Sané, Pepe and Vardy in attack. Veron is 6'1" with medium attacking and medium defensive work rates. His right foot has a 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Taking a look at some of his in-game stats, he's got 96 shot power, 94 long shots, 93 short passing, 91 long passing, 94 ball control, 93 composure, 92 stamina and finally 92 aggression. I used him with a basic chemistry style and engine, however depending on what position you want to play him in, you could use almost any chemistry style to boost whatever stat you want. So to begin, I'll start with his shooting. In the 6 games I played with him, he scored 6 goals, which is a decent return for someone playing in the centre midfield position. His attack positioning was surprisingly great in game. This is probably the reason why he had so many goals for me, as he made attacking runs when necessary without leaving me defensively open. His long shots and shot power combined also help his goal scoring ability, and this is probably how I'd advise shooting with this card. From range he regularly troubled the goalkeeper and manages to score some goals that you wouldn't expect to go in. His free kicks are also great, and combined with his curve, make it a lot easier to score from set pieces around the box. Taking penalties with Veron is also fairly easy, and the only reason you'd miss is due to user error. The only issue I found with Veron in terms of his shooting was his finishing, which was very inconsistent for me. He missed a few chances inside the box that you would expect him to at least get on target, if not score. The next positive and the best thing about this card for me was his passing ability. Considering all his passing stats apart from crossing is 90 or above, it's no surprise that this is an area in the game Veron excels at. His vision also means that he can pick out players on the pitch that you actually intend to pass the ball to, even if it does have to travel a long distance to avoid defensive players. His short passing never really caused me any problems, and quick 1-2 passes never went off target or caused my player to stretch for the ball. His long passing was also great, and he can easily switch play from the other side of the field or pick out a player making an attacking run, both passing the ball on or off the ground. 90 curve also means that he's able to bend the ball around your opponent to meet your player in stride and keep the momentum of your attack going. Dribbling wise, this card is decent. His agility and balance did make him sometimes feel a little slow or heavy when trying to turn quickly on the ball. However, his actual dribbling is good, which sometimes counters the lower stats. Veron's ball control always allows him to bring in passes and deflections. He also felt fairly decent to dribble and move on the ball. Defensively, this card was okay. You only really notice his presence defensively in the CDM position any higher up the pitch, and this begins to take a back seat compared to his attacking ability. He occasionally gets interceptions, and his standing tackle ability does the job to win back the ball. This combined with his aggression stat of 92 means that in shoulder-to-shoulder challenges, most of the time Veron will come out with the ball. However, from a CM or cam position, Veron didn't seem to have the defensive awareness to cut off passing lanes or chase down attackers like other high-end defensive midfielders. In fact, even when playing him in CDM, although his defensive positioning was massively improved, he still didn't seem to repeatedly close down attacking players. I also never really got to use his slide tackling ability, so I can't really say if it's good or bad. His height combined with his jumping ability means that Veron is dominant in the air around midfield. Although he does struggle against more defensive players, in his natural midfield position he is generally the tallest player. This allows you to win a lot of aerial battles both from scoring positions and passing the ball with his head. His stamina is another major positive to the card. This stat is vital for the midfield position, as for most people he will constantly be running up and down the field as a box-to-box type player. Stamina is usually a stat that can either be hit or miss with icons, and fortunately Veron is one of the players with a high stat in this category. His strength and overall build make him very difficult to dispossess, and he's great at holding up the play until a passing option opens up. Again, I feel like this is a very important stat for a centre midfield, especially this year where the midfield can become very crowded, giving you limited time in possession of the ball. Strength is vital in these situations, as it allows you a little more time by holding off players trying to tackle you and open up space for your team. Going into playing with this card, I thought his pace wouldn't be that much of a problem. However, sometimes he just missed out on a tackle or a pass because he was beat to the ball by a faster player. In possession of the ball, his pace was actually decent to use. It's moving him around the pitch off the ball to either tackle or intercept your opponent or meet a pass where you might run into some issues from time to time. So overall, I'm going to this 91 Prime Icon Moments Veron, an 8.8 out of 10. He was a very solid player for me, and his stats make him very versatile as to where you can play him on the pitch, which is a great asset to have if you'd like to switch to multiple formations during a match. The negatives I found with this card aren't enough to put me off using him again, as they aren't necessarily vital to his performance due to the type of position he plays. The only drawback I have to this card is that he reminds me a lot of playing with Paul Pogba. Although Veron was better for me than Pogba in all areas, they share similarities. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please have a like and don't forget to subscribe. And to request any future content, then please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to reply.
action from one.